Okay, here we are at question number 4 now, and they're asking me to write the equation of the line that passes through 3, negative 4, and negative 1, comma 4 in slope-intercept form. So we've got to do a couple things here because remember, slope-intercept form requires us to have two things, the slope and the y-intercept. So we've got to find both of those before we can write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. Now, quick reminder once again here, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b form. Once I get it into y equals mx plus b form, there's two things that are going to be numbers, and it's no surprise to you what I'm about to say, because I just told you the two things we have to find. The two things that are going to be numbers are going to be m and b. M is your slope, b is your y-intercept. This x and y are still going to say x and y when we get to the final product here of this question. So the first thing we can do right away is we can find the slope. Now we saw already how to find slope in a previous section, so we're using that same idea here. Remember, to find the slope, we're going to find the difference in the y values, 4 minus negative 4, and write a ratio that compares that to the difference in the x values, negative 1 minus 3. Well, 4 minus negative 4 is 8, and negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. So we've got 8 over negative 4. 8 over negative 4 is a reducible fraction, and it reduces down to negative 2. So the slope of the line that runs through these points is negative 2. So that's part of our answer now. So I'm going to have y equals negative 2x plus b. Okay, but still got to find b, remember, because the two things that we're going to change into numbers are m and b. What you want to do now is you want to take this form of the equation that I just wrote, and you want to pick one of the two sets of points that we have here. So you're either going to pick 3, negative 4, or you're going to pick negative 1, 4. It doesn't matter which one you pick, you just have to pick one. Since the book here is asking me to pick negative 1, comma 4, that's what I'm going to pick. What you're going to do is you're going to go into this equation and change x into negative 1 and y into 4. Remember, a set of points is always x, comma y. So this is an x value and this is a y value. Well, that works out great because my equation has an x and a y in it. So I'm going to plug those in for x and y. So I change x into negative 1, y into 4, which is what you see they do right here. And then we're going to go ahead and solve what this says. Well, first thing I can do is simplify this middle part because that's negative 2 times negative 1, which is 2. So I've got 2 plus b equals 4. So 2 plus what number makes 4? Well, we know that 2 plus 2 makes 4. And so b has to equal 2, which is what they're showing you right there, showing you the proper way as if we were solving an equation. All right, but now that I have b, now I have the other thing I needed back up here in order to write my final equation. So I'm going to come back here and change b into what I've just now discovered is 2. And so now my final answer is going to be y equals negative 2x plus 2. So the line that runs through those 2 points, the line that runs through negative 3, negative 4, and negative 1, comma 4, is the line that's defined by the equation y equals negative 2x plus 2. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the concluding example here. In the concluding example here, we're asked to find the x and the y-intercept of the line 8x minus 6y equals 24. We're supposed to use the intercepts to graph the equation. So, remember, what we want to do here is we're going to let the opposite value always equal 0 to find whatever that intercept is, just as we did in the introduction question in this section. So the first time through, I'm going to let x equal 0. And that's how I'm going to find my y-intercept. Now you can see that number's already listed here, but let's verify that. We're going to change x into 0. If I change this x into 0, 8 times 0 is going to fall away. So it's going to say negative 6y equals 24. Well, we know that negative 6 times negative 4 makes positive 24. So y is going to have to equal negative 4, meaning my y-intercept is negative 4. Exactly what this says. To find the x-intercept, again, we let the opposite value equal 0. So now I'm going to let y equal 0. Well, let's verify. If I let y equals 0, this is going to be the 6 times 0 here, so that's just going to fall away. So it's going to say 8x equals 24. What number times 8 is 24? Well, we know that 8 times 3 is 24. So my x value is 3 here. And that's what I'm going to go ahead and graph. My x value is 3, so on the x-axis, it's going to cross over at 3, which is this point right here. My y value is -4, which means my y-intercept is -4. That's this point right there. We connect our 2 points, and you have the line that you see on the screen.